Alright, hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is Afro, Luigi, and we are back in Rebirth. It has been quite a while since I last recorded, and there's a bunch of new news, and I've made a bunch of progress here. So let's start off with the news. Today is December 14th, I'm recording it the day of, and Egosoft has announced that the next DLC, called Home of Light, will be released in February 2016. Um, Now the DLC, you can already go on onto Steam and pre-order it, which I have already done. It's going to be a nice surprise, and the things they are talking and the listed features from the DLC, not the patch, which I will get to in a minute. They have added three entire new systems. Home of Light is returning. There's also the new system called Torrid and Cold Star. Now, on a hunch, I googled the translation for Torrid. I'm not sure if it's accurate, so do not take this as fact. But according to the internet, Torrid from Japanese translates to fortress. Take that what you will of that. I will probably be corrected at some point on the Steam community because I've also went online and posted it into the sticky. If you're into the Steam community, there's a pinned topic for everything Home of Light DLC beta related, and I posted my little thing in there. So, anyways, but actually back to the DLC. So, Turret and Cold Star are the three systems. Home of Light has its own economy, so it's gonna be like Omicron Lore, except Home of Light. In previous games, Home of Light was the home sector of TerraCorp, so we might be seeing a return of TerraCorp. Torrid is the description of it has the universe has never been as hostile, nor has had so much to explore as in the Torrid system. Be aware and be warned. So apparently it's going to be quite dangerous. Now, if it is a fortress, there's one of two possibilities, which we'll get to in a minute. The third new system is Cold Star, a source of resources in massive quantities, combined with dangerous regions and other secrets. So there's going to be lots to do in this DLC. Apparently, there's a station type called a warehouse. Construct specialized warehouse stations to stock up on large amounts of anywhere. Set it up as your own trading station or use it as a storage depot. Take control of the market. So that's interesting. I wonder if we'll be able to like set it up so this goods can be transferred around. New game starts, of course. So there's um, let's see. There is a trading start and an explorer start. New missions, of course, and they'll be designed to take advantage of the new bulletin board system. Well, new, it's a returning system, but in extra birth this time. Next, we will have in challenging enemies the ever threat, and of course the Xenon are back, and apparently they are now even stronger. On that note, I'm gonna and of course an encounter an old and forgotten enemy. That forgotten should be in quotation marks because if you it's been previously teased out and spoiler alert. I'm just gonna put it up on the name of the race on the screen that's returning. Although actually I've already said the name of the race. It's the Kark, the Kaak, or whatever their different names are, depending on which game you're playing or pronunciation. But yeah, they're totally returning. You can see their pyramid. They still got the same pyramid design as if you go on into some of the teaser shots. And so that's the coming DLC. Okay, also new weapons and missiles apparently, and all that will be released in February. It presumably will be accompanied by the release of the beta, the 4.0 patch, and right now it is a beta 4 hotfix 2. The hotfixes are just minor little fixes. They've added like hotfixes are like added audio to some of the new dialogue things, and fix for something or another. Sorry about that. I started coughing. Anyways, so last time I talked about the beta, we were on beta 2. Now we are on beta 4. So what is new? Beta 3 introduced a new mission to obtain a player ship jump drive, so the skunk will have its own personal jump drive. New missions to hack stations and obtain rare or valuable items, presumably based on the new drops and stuff that they're going to be adding in. You can now find and craft rare weapon modifications that increases your weapon stats when installed. So they've also added the ability to access various features, event monitor, info point, interaction, comms, mission trade, while remotely controlling drones. So now when you're in a drone, you're not totally cut off from your trading empire. And I think I've already talked about this. I don't remember. We'll go to anyways. Added event monitor to ability, um, and ability to open menus while remote controlling or torpedo, which was featured. Added the ability to claim ownerless ships, capital ships by placing an NPC on board. Added current target as a default destination for autopilot hotkey. Um, Use this mission objective as before if no target is set. Added new Nene ships to Omicron Luray to replace the Gigurum. Added new very hard difficulty, which we won't be trying. Um, added option to replace a working remove the option to replace a working architect, which broke both of them in the process. So that's from the beta 3. Now the beta 4 for the 4.0 patch. They have added a new feature is economy logging and statistics, which is only partially functional according to the beta. Time acceleration using the SATA is now fully functional. Added navigation skill influence on effectiveness of pilot AIs. Oh, okay, that's done. Where was I? Added efficiency influence on cooling rate so that some weapons don't stop building up heat when damaged. Added mouse look for camera location in all external views and in the cockpit. And where was I? Added new EMS. Oh, the Republic of Cantera no longer uses Gigarums either in the beta. They now have their own unique variant. Well, unique variant, their own unique medium-sized freighter, which I am planning to use soon. I might install the beta and start getting work on it right away. Whoa, I forgot I was building something here. I just ran into that. Boop, 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 boop. Added notification of a player ship drone was lost or killed. Added missing ion and plasma resource fields to Maelstrom. Added weapon modifications as possible but rare mission rewards. Added the bulletin board functionality to more missions. And removed their legacy shaders. So that's the beta. That's what's going on in the patch right now. Combine that, and the patch notes are available in both the Steam community and on the Egosoft forums if you're a member of the beta patch. Now where was I? Right, I was also going to talk about the. Whoa, I should probably not take my hand off the joystick if I'm aiming at something. Here we go. So I've been hard in the game. Life has been difficult, but I've been idling the game and doing some small things. Something I don't like doing in these games, but I've been doing it just because I have 4 exams this week and another one next week, the day like 3 days before Christmas. So that's gonna be fun, and that's gonna. So I should do more studying for that. So I've been busy at heart. Well, not busy, but the game's been busy. As you can see now, I not only have a the construction shop's not fully operational. It only has the one production module producing reinforced metal plating, which is making me quite a bit of money. The integrative URV forge is actually regularly providing me with 500,000 credits as regular bursts of money, and the crystal supplier its sole purpose is to supply the construction shop with Nevidium cubes. So I've now got a surplus of cut crystals that I don't have any use for right now, from the crystal supplier. And over here we have the construction of a cell fab, which you saw from the beginning. The cell fab will be used to provide me with ions and plasma for chemical, or was it ions and plasma? I think it's ions and plasma for the chemical compounds needed to produce reinforced metal plating. When this facility is up and running and expanded properly, I will be expanding the construction shop to produce chemical compounds, and then I am pretty much fully independent. Well, for when it comes to producing that, I still have to import fusion cores and bio-optic wiring for station construction. But that is so I'm making progress in making the Terran economy self-sufficient. Well, it's based on me, and right now I am in Crimson Heart, Rux, and Bleak Pebble. I'm planning on using this as kind of like a forward operating base, so I'm gonna have planning to have a couple destroyers patrolling this because I am eventually planning on activating the Conquests and War mod. Presumably, I'm gonna hold off until I'm fully fortified and ready for a war. So it's kind of cheaty, but I'm not gonna mod that yet. There's also, and I've also going to be setting up stations at key points along here. I need to set up a station in Torrid Vale and Unmet Promises so I can have patrol ships operating there. In Fellow Fiction, I have 3 tutorials acting as a suppressor for the way station and keeping any of fighters and killing any fighters they come across, and which allows ships to come and go from Molten Archon to Baron. Well, it actually allows ships to leave Molten Archon without having to go through Omicron Luray. Molten Archon is currently unsecured, but but the NPCs do have this shipyard is constructed up in Fiendish Moloch. We have 2 stations acting as suppressors, and of course in Vapor Stream we have I think those destroyers are still hanging out there, and we have the Staples Farmery. So, and right now I am the Terran economy is providing me with food, energy, and water. Interestingly enough, now that the Terran have mining ships, they're actually producing their own water, so they don't actually need me. So I've been using them as a supplier. Over here we have, oh, this guy's done too. You need to go back to
You're
work.
my boss, right? A new job? I just got this one.
Give me the list.
Let's select a station or ship with a commander.
Sir, you have a ship for me?
That's right. Putting you through now.
Yes. The new ship will continue to act according to previous orders.
So the reason that ship wasn't actually doing any work is because it had filled itself up on crystals, and then it had filled the crystal what is it, crystal refinery? Oops, wrong button. It had filled up the crystal supplier with crystals, and then it had filled its own cargo hold up with crystals, so it actually couldn't do anything. So this facility actually hasn't been producing Nvidian cubes for me, so I had to just manually take control of it and get it to. I told it to drop all of its crystals off at the integrative URV forge, so now it should start mining crystals. This guy is going to stay here. You are going to leave my squad. This ship's job is, of course, going to be assigned to the cell fab once it's done. And I need to start looking at getting a second one of these guys set up for the construction shop. I like the green color. What color is this guy? Red? Or is it brown? Hard to tell in the lighting, but it's definitely a reddish brown. Actually, let's see. Okay, it's brown, judging by the spotlight here. That's cool. They're color-coded. Green for gas, brown for minerals. Awesome. So, let's see. That's mainly what I've been working on. I plan on having eventually setting up a whole bunch more stations. I need to set up after I finish setting up getting the reinforced metal plating to be fully self-sufficient, because right now I have to import chemical compounds. Once that's done, I'll be focusing on bio-optic wiring, or fusion cores. I haven't decided which way I want to go yet. Either way, I've been importing them, so it's not that big of a deal. And actually, the DeVries shipyard actually hasn't been hung up in a while because, once again, since I'm providing them with reinforced metal plating, manually, of course, so actually.
We await new instructions, sir.
Yeah, I've been providing them manually with reinforced metal plating. They actually haven't been hanging up, so let us sell some. That is the wrong way. Darned hot air. Let us sell them over here.
How much? We're on our way. Make sure you come good on your side of the deal. Entering unmet prompt.
I'm not going to fight the Dolomex. The Ravers are more of a nuisance at this point. What I need is another patrol ship. Yeah.
Sir, we've amassed quite a few extra credits. So now that went smoothly.
Oh, that was almost 1,000,000 credits. Where was that? Where did that money come from? Did it come from these guys? What are you short on? Oh, no, you're not short on anything. You're filled with something. Okay, interceptors.
We await new instructions, sir.
So yeah, my economy's actually been going quite well, and I've been making fairly steady credits, even just off the plot station. I'm surprised at how profitable that plot station is. All it really needs to operate is a mining vessel, which is the Onal's been more than providing it with enough resources. After, of course, I made sure it had a lot of drones. Yeah, 25 drones. So it's been providing me with more than enough for the integrative URV forge to operate, and a single Gigurum, and the Gigurum will top up its food now and then, but mostly the Gigurum focuses on selling drones. Of course, you have to manually set the prices for that, but it's been making me quite a bit of money. Where am I? Oh, I'm over here. Where are you going? Oh, energy trader. There we go. So once I actually get a few more stations set up, the Vries should actually start flourishing quite a bit, because right now, if any of the ships leave Glaring Truth, they'll get picked off by Reavers, like just over at the far end of these highways. No, not that highway. At the far end of that highway, there's a group of fighters patrolling. So basically what I'm doing is I'm trying to make the Vries safe, or at least for vanilla. Once I install the Conquest of War mod, it won't be safe anymore. Oh, one thing that I mentioned, I was the Xenon are apparently more strong. The DLC is claiming that they're going to be making the Xenon more powerful. I am not looking forward to that, because it turns out that I did a whole bunch of patrol missions, and just basically and those ambassador missions, like patrol these regions of space and then make sure the ambassador gets there. It turns out one or more of those missions I took spawned 3 Xenon destroyers with one task, and that was to hunt me down. So I was hanging out back at Bleak Pebble, I'm just kind of chilling there when three of them just kind of appeared. I didn't even, well, they didn't appear, they flew over, and I didn't see them appearing.
Transmitting rendezvous point now.
So three of them had spawned, and I got killed almost instantly. And I walked, and in the like the desk screen, I saw the Tyrannus, which I have patrolling back there, just get ripped apart by the Xenon. That was quite terrifying. I reloaded, and I should have turned on my camera to record this, but I reloaded and ran basically because I had saved a little while earlier. I reloaded and ran to Overwatch Station, which is now just a husk. Interesting enough, its ownership is set to neutral, so I'm thinking I might try to edit my save to claim it for myself. Or maybe if station boarding and stuff gets implemented, I'll, what is this? Military patrol, very easy.
This
Worth.
mission seems your kind of job. Interested? Your computer has the job details now. Can't you hear it purring?
Sure.
I thought you would never make your mind up. Good to have you.
So I hid in Overwatch until and till I confirmed it wasn't a random spawn, or if it was them actually showing up. So I waited like 20 minutes just hiding in the husk of Overwatch for the three Xenon destroyers to jump in, and they did. So it was definitely a mission spawn that was set to chase me down. So I proceeded to head through the gate, and I pretty much made Plutarch do all the work. And I was actually surprised one Plutarch Warden destroyer was able to take out all three Xenon destroyers. It was quite impressive. Oh, and I have gotten the Mark V engines now. So this ship is fully upgraded per Vanilla and Talati Outpost DLC. Well, for base game and Talati Outpost DLC. Whoops, I missed that. Missed the crate. Here we go. Let's see. What do we get? Medical equipment, security interface chips, and what's the third thing? Did I not get a third thing? Must have gotten multiple security interface chips. Anyways, let's move on to the next patrols region. So I think that's basically everything I've covered. I'm going to keep working on expanding my empire, built off the Terran economy, and, well, benefiting the Terran economy. Whoops. Oh, I have fusion reactors on board. Why do I have fusion reactors on board? Does that belong to over here? Why do I have 30 extra fusion reactors? Oh well, I'll hold on to them in that case. They'll come in handy for the next station I produce.
Somebody likes us a little better now.
So we'll see how much I can get done before. I have till February to get my trading empire up and secured because I plan on definitely going through the DLC. Then I plan on doing a bunch with the Conquest and War mod, because that mod looks like a lot of fun.
It's been secured in storage.
There we go. I1 and R1. These things are nice, especially since I do have the mod that makes them actually act like carriers. Oh wow, they're actually... The NPCs use them too, or is that a drone? No, that's a drone. Fly to Scorched Aura.
For ridding our station of attackers.
Somebody likes us a little better now.
Okay, let's head over there. I'm going to take a shortcut. And then we'll wrap... After this patrol mission finishes up, we'll wrap up. There we go. So overall, I'm looking forward to it. I have already pre-ordered the DLC. It's on sale for 20% off, so that's about, I think it's $8 Canadian. So it's, so I'd say get it 20% off. It's not bad. It's not the best sale, especially due to the holidays just starting up. But I doubt you're going to get a bigger sale over the holidays,
Transmitting rendezvous point now.
because that would just be extraordinarily unfair to have a bigger sale over the holidays. And here we go. One Dolomec. I haven't really been using the other flight mode. Let's try it again. Alright, that's very bad for trying to pick up loot. It should just keep drifting.
Cargo secured in HoL.
Someone rid me of this unwelcome stalker.
Whoa. Takes a while to get used to this. I need to practice more.
Someone get here, prepare to pick me up.
And kaboom. That'll be it for this episode. I'll see you guys in the next one.
Don't know what a relief that is for me.
It'll either be later this week or next week at the latest as my exams start to wind down. So, I will see you guys in the next episode. This has been Rebirth, where we talked about Beta 4 and the new DLC. I look forward to talking to you all again in a future episode. Bye.